What's up, man? Welcome back to the Unsugarcoated Dimension. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, gang. Listen, some people still just can't help themselves, can they? Some people just have to still put their 2 cents in on a situation that's at a delicate time frame. The basis of oneself, right? The basis, your upbringing, your core program, it's all connected into how your perception is aligned with your emotions. When outside entities apply or perpetuate their negativity into your situation, their doubts, their fears, if you don't have the discernment to think for oneself, right? If you don't know yourself, right? Your core program, the way you were raised, if you weren't given the tools and equipment to know yourself, right? If you wasn't loved properly, you're not gonna know what's real love. If your father wasn't in your life to give you tough love, those hard lessons to kind of give you a balanced perspective on what a man should look like, you'll never know what a real man speaks until you painfully have to realize that the very essence of what was trying to help you elevate, you resisted and you gave so much fight and grit and deflecting and neglecting and right, all that grit, right, all that standing your ground, right. Healthy boundaries are necessary to a fruitful union. I would totally agree. Right. But if you were raised in a household or under an umbrella of neglect, abuse, physical abuse, right? Ignoring you, not feeling validated, not feeling like you mattered. Sometimes you just feel like, why am I here? Where is my love? Right? If you have to ask yourself these questions, right? You're going to have a very difficult time developing quicker than you should, right? Right? Predominantly people who think with their feelings don't know how to take constructive criticism, right? Which leads to their own demise. So you got to just have the discernment as a man or as a woman to determine this doesn't fit where I'm trying to elevate to. Does that make sense? Right? When people say leave that situation alone, this person is too toxic, get away from that person, they're not doing you no good. How would you know? From your experience? And how did that experience go? Not good, did it? Certain things can be happening right as they should. It just look like it's a bad situation. If it is, right? Your negative input is definitely not going to guide them into a positive outcome. If I listen to everyone that wants you to quit, give up, and move to the next situation, you're living their own blueprint. You're reliving their blueprint. I have my own beat. I have my own cadence. Right? I'll take the advice that you have if it's in a positive, evolving sense that'll stick, not in a sense where it's stroking my ego to say, oh, okay, well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. You see that? Because people are envious. You got to understand, you can support me and be envious of me. You can support me and be jealous of me. You can support me and hate me. You can support me and want to be me. You can support me and wish you was in my shoes. There are some people that still yet to have even come close to fathoming that, because this is all they know. Some people don't want to ruffle feathers of their support chain. But for some odd reason, you have so much courage to tear down the person that's trying to build you into a stronger person. You see that? Picking your battles, right? This is why you can't take people too serious, man. I found myself defending myself, explaining shit. I found myself engaging. I found myself taking shit personal. Deep, D-E-E-P, the things I just said, right? And putting myself into what you call this energetic, feminine beta state to a certain degree, right? Knowing this is going against every values of a core, right? To some degree, men are going to compromise with a woman to just incremental degree. There's going to be some type of compromise. If you are a queen for that matter, right? Okay, I'll tone it down, right? Because you're worth doing that for. But then when I realized that the very values and cores that you want me to be don't align with who you are, when the roles are reversed and it's time to expect that in return, it's a very reality shattering experience, right? If I was verbally abused, hurt, left alone, all these things, right? It's gonna be very, very, very difficult to know who I am as a person, right? So now you have children who are under the basis of your umbrella and you're still learning who to be. Why are you having children and you don't even know how to handle your own emotions? People always operating off the basis of a feeling. You're gonna see that your feelings are not gonna get you very far, right? Tell me how things go when you're in your feelings instead of being logical first. Have to be always logically in tune of your whole environment. Some person can say, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to quit my job. You know what? I'm just going to say fuck everything, right? Based on what social media deemed that you should do, right? And then when life hits and that reality sets in, then what? Now the support that was giving you all that advice, yeah, they gotta be there for you, but they really hating it now. Like, oh shit. No, but that's your support, right? Right? The person you deemed too toxic was challenging you to be the very strong individual you should have been, right? Now you wish you had that, right? Now you gotta depend on lesser tier individuals to hopefully value you, to give you those things. Not everyone values your company. Not everybody values your intelligence. Not everybody values your swag. Not everybody values your just you as an entity. You only have one voice, right? You only have one voice. Utilize it to impact other people's lives in a positive sense, not in a sense of jealousy or envy, right? Right? This is not what I don't like this because it's not what I want. Well, maybe God put me in your life to give you what you need. See what I'm saying? Maybe these lessons that I had to learn were what I need to elevate to a better man. Don't get it twisted. It's always, gee, I'm a dog. See, baby, whatever you perpetuate, I'll give you times 10. If you want to be a masculine individual, baby, I'm going to be a dog to you. Because you show me how to treat you. If what I purchase is a freaky hoe, right? My little, you know what I'm saying? My feminine loving entity, right? Don't introduce me to a vibe you can't sustain, baby. If you can't sustain your vibe, why are you wasting time? You know it because you don't even know yourself. You're just going off a feeling, right? And you're making a person believe that you are such. But this is what you've learned, clearly, right? Don't keep the perception of my anger of me confined in a box, which is a reflection of who you are, keeping yourself in a box. Because you don't want to face things that force you to shut down on oneself. Empower yourself. Life too short to keep allowing your past, right? The definition of your upbringing to keep you handicapped or under a crutch. With that said, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man. You know, y'all be smooth out here, man. Flex a holler, man. I'm gone.